Any intention of killing you, Rashad, you would never see it coming. You would simply, I don't know, disappear like a ghost. Lucky for you, I ain't the nigga I used to be.
What's up, y'all? Snitch Almighty, and I'm back with another power video. Now, go along with me on this journey from beginning to end of this video where we discuss how I believe Ghost will come back and he will disappear Councilman Tate for not only messing with Tariq, especially Tariq's trust fund, which is his trust fund, but also for the attempt on his life, right? So look, the reason why I'm going down this rabbit hole is for all of those who believe that Ghost is alive and it's only a matter of time before he pops in and reveals himself, okay? And also, the reason why I'm making this video is because we all know Ghost. Ghost does not make idle threats. Ghost keeps his word. Ghost also, in life or death, will defend his children at all costs. Even if it seems like he's not, there's a method to his madness. So, let's talk about it this way, okay? You've seen the way we started this video. You've seen what Ghost said to Councilman Tate. We've seen that already. Now, here's the thing, right? Councilman Tate made an attempt on Ghost's life. An unsuccessful attempt, because what do you think is going to happen when you send Cedric the Entertainer to kill somebody? You know, he's a comedian. He's not a hitman. So obviously, boom, 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 Cedric the Entertainer, he's dead, right? First of all, Ghost is somebody with connections in high places, okay? So what's not to say that he didn't already figure out, right, before he even was shot by Tariq, what Councilman Tate did. And he knew the only way to get back at Tate, he would have to partly fake his death in order to have the freedom to deal with Councilman Tate without bringing any heat on himself, right? That's the first thing. So what's not to say, he had already been concentrating his focus and resources on dealing with Councilman Tate. At the same time, he had eyes on Tariq in New York, and he had people like Daniel Warren watching over the trust fund and everything. What's not to say that he was already focusing on Tate when he finds out about what happened with his trust fund. Now, it's Tariq's trust fund, but it's also his trust fund. I believe that regardless of any situation, Ghost had no intention on ever allowing Tariq to mess up his money and lose the trust fund. No intentions at all, okay? Even though he left it to Tariq, originally it is his money, right? And regardless of what Tariq got going on, he's not just gonna let all the money he worked hard for his children, okay? He's not going to easily let the buildings, okay, that he garnered for himself, like the Queen's Child Project building, the Truth Club. I wouldn't be surprised if Ghost set a contingency plan or will find ways behind the scenes to make sure that every building he left in his name that he wanted to leave for his children remain within his family's grasp. Okay? I don't believe for a second that Ghost will allow Tariq to just foolishly divvy up the Truth building, the Queen's Child Project building, as if he didn't have plans for those buildings already. I believe that Ghost's intentions were to get out the way, let Tariq learn a bunch of hard lessons while keeping him alive as best as possible. You know, for all we know, Ghost may have been on his way to save Tariq before he seen Braden go in there. And he said, you know what? Let's see how this goes. Right? For all we know, right? But Ghost's intentions were probably for Tariq to learn some lessons and then instill within himself the values that Ghost wanted him to have all along, which is that your legacy matters, okay? These things that I set in stone for you that I wanted you to have to represent us in the St. Patrick name, like the buildings, like the trust fund, you maintaining a good grade point average, so it's better for your future. I wanted all of this for you. The way that the direction that I'm going, I wanted you to be able to go in that direction earlier than me, right? And a part of that was making sure that his trust fund stayed intact, that his trust fund stayed with Tariq. Now, Tariq is somewhere, Ghost is somewhere, was somewhere irate, with a bald head somewhere, a different look, right? Irate when he finds out through Daniel Warren, because that's the way he would find out. Either through Daniel Warren and the news, or one after the other. That the Westons get caught up in this Ponzi scheme, and RSJ is involved, and RSJ is somebody who quite possibly could have been sent by Ghost to watch over Tariq. Because just like Councilman Tate told Tariq, if RSJ is dealing with you, it's because he wants something from you. And we have yet to see if either RSJ is going to be a Mulan type of figure, or if he's some kind of guardian angel who Ghost knew from his past, who Ghost got in contact with to help guide his son and watch over his son. Now, Ghost would be irate knowing that not only Councilman Tate tried to kill him, but Councilman Tate is now messing with his money and his son, okay? Having his son in all kinds of incriminating situations, giving his son a hard time, cooperating with the police, having his trust fund taken away, and everything else, right? I now am starting to believe that at some point, okay, First off, we all know that the Councilman Tate spinoff had been canceled, okay? But they never really gave us an explanation why. And I'm starting to believe that the reason why Councilman Tate's spinoff, which would have been Power Book 5 Influence, I believe, the reason why this spinoff has been discontinued, or it will not even begin, is because the writers plan to have Tate killed off, either by Tariq or somebody, or, will be even more dope, Ghost. What if, just like Ghost said to Rashad Tate, you would simply disappear like a ghost? What if Councilman Tate continues to be a nuisance to Tariq, and by the end of season 4, Tate goes somewhere, probably led somewhere by a woman, because he's definitely led by his bottom head more than his top head when it comes to these chicks. And he goes to meet a woman somewhere, or he's taken somewhere with a woman, and he just never comes home. What if the woman who he married, she ends up saying, I don't know what happened to him. He went somewhere, he never came back. What if Councilman Tate goes somewhere and never comes back? Then what? It would be like he disappeared, like a ghost. It would be like Ghost kept his word. Because here's the thing, right? Councilman Tate will continue to be a nuisance. He's dirty. He'll use whatever dirty tricks and practices he has in order to maintain his power and assume even more power, okay? And if he has to step on people under him, people like Tariq St. Patrick and others, he will do it. So the most reasonable thing to happen to him in order for him to get out of Tariq's way would be for him to die. Now, Tariq may get to a point where he decides that for himself, but what if before he even gets a chance to deal with Councilman Rashad Tate, Rashad Tate just happens to disappear?
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God gifted. That's touched by an ink. That's on the dome, nigga.